Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Devin and I are continuing the BattleCon tournament. We are in Advanced Tournament 1 still. This up, I don't even know what's happening. This match is Byron versus Gaspar.
Gaspar.
So, this is gonna be way worse than the last advanced one, I think. So Byron has 5 mass counters, not updated to reflect the picture. Thank you, level 99. Which alter his current life each beat. He loses 1 mask each time he takes damage. So I have 4 life. I have a mask for every 4 life I begin with. And I trash any excess masks. So I have 5, because we start at 20.
Okay.
So I have 5 masks. It's because Byron himself is just so... His ego is so bruised, he wears multiple masks to cover it. The fact that he's actually a simp.
Isn't that like his phylactery or whatever?
Probably. We'll find out, because we actually both have stories.
Oh, nice.
When I take damage, I deplete a mask. And at the start, my life becomes 3 times the number of masks I hold to a minimum of 1. So, at the very beginning, I essentially start with 5 masks, and I'm just going to go... And I'd go to 15. Yeah. And let's see, I chose Soul Gate, because I expect to be getting hit a lot. Range 3 to 4, power 8, priority 3. On reveal, if I have 4 or more masks depleted, he gets plus 3 priority. And on reveal, all masks depleted, the opponent cannot retreat. That's what I chose.
Okay.
So, and then yeah, I guess we'll read about him. Byron Crane, the Immortal Bound. The world will thank me someday. They'll kiss me. His age is unknown. His gender is male, and his race is unknown. You gotta at least know he's a man.
He's a dude.
Byron Crane isn't sure whether he wishes to be the savior of the world or its ultimate conqueror. I can think of a few people who might have objectifications to him being the conqueror. Voko himself might, and the other weird guy. That was the old god, I don't remember. For over 1,000 years, he has walked the lands, his ancient power divided among servants who further his designs, even if subconsciously. And so he has played a key part in the rise and fall of countless factions and powerful figures throughout history, having averted numerous disasters, but also being responsible for many others as he tries to seize control of all known kingdoms. Crane's most recent scheme involves manipulating a band of would-be heroes to stop Agenna and bringing the Dragon King back to life, all the while intending to both eliminate his few remaining rivals while also securing a power greater than even the old gods. Not even Agenna is aware of Byron's true nature, the fact that she is just another pawn to him, nor the danger he poses to the whole world should this final plot succeed. For this is Byron's last gambit, an all-or-nothing attempt to take total dominion over all mortal life and plunge the lands into a never-ending empire under his absolute control. With the world finally rid of any opposing powers, including the ancient dragons, Byron would shed mortality forever and be unassailable in his rule. He just needs a few souls capable of carrying out the last task he spent centuries putting into place. Look, if you're immortal and you haven't won, I think that just speaks for itself. Yeah, so that's Byron Crane.
Byron, he's an lich looking for world domination.
Yep. Oh, man.
Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
Been there, like, ugh.
All right. Gaspar, get on.
I'll read about his stuff first.
Yes, I'll read about his stuff first.
Got a formula. His stuff, and then I read.
Okay, well, Gaspar has a duplicated card and a clone marker. These together can perform additional attacks during the beat, if he uses bases to activate them. Set up. Place the clone in the furthest space in the arena. Duplicated is inactive. Gaspar's kit does not include a dodge base. I activate duplicated, and place a base from my hand face up. So anti-step, I'm duplicating!
Okay.
And then I'm like...
And that's the so you pair one with the clone and
my own pair.
Okay, so you have no way to dodge.
I have warp instead.
Oh, okay.
I have a unique dodge folk. Essentially, I go here.
Okay.
So, start. Duplicated inactive. I teleport teleport to the clone space. If I did, place clone in the space you left.
Oh, okay.
If you move past the opponent, avoid attacks. So the big strength and weakness here is, one, I can attack from 2 avenues.
Yeah.
But should I activate the second avenue and you call it, hit my clone, I'm immediately stunned, interrupts my whole turn, and I'm taking a guaranteed 2 chip.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's if I kick it on, and any damage taken by the clone will stun it, unless it has stun immunity from an attack.
Okay, so and you have 1 card that gives you stun.
Yeah, so guard has no effect on it. He doesn't get guard. He attacks. But if you call it, yes, you will interrupt me.
Okay.
So duplicated. Clone becomes an allied fighter that executes the attack pair on your duplicated card. While clone is a fighter, opponents treat it as a stand-up when moving and can target it with attacks. It can be stunned, but has no life and cannot be eliminated. See multiplayer rules for more information. Recycle. On the recycle step, duplicate the duplicated, discard the base on duplicated, so it cycles just like my other shit. So I'll eat through my bases if I mean. That's another downside to it.
Okay.
So it's when I activate it, he's targetable. When I don't, it is not targetable.
Okay. But then it's not attacking.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Alright, what'd you pick for your ultimate that we'll never do?
Inception.
Inception, nice.
Range 1, power 5, priority 8 with tie break. Guard 0. You were once one with us. You will be one with us again. Reveal, duplicated, active. Clone copies this attack instead of performing its attack pair. So we both do this attack.
Ew.
Yeah. Hit, push or pull.
If you're like this, and it pops off, and then you hit me for what, 10?
Bitch!
Alright, now what is Gaspar?
Now we'll talk about Gaspar
Gedon.
Disciple of Naught. Brawler, advanced. What's it matter? You'll be dead soon, either way.
Fair enough.
Age a billion. No, 295. He's a male race stripper. He's a doppelganger. Born of an ancient alien race with twisted minds and motives. Gedon is a doppelganger who sees himself as the herald of this world's ultimate and inevitable destruction.
Oh.
A servant of the inhuman deity, Naught. Gedon wreaks havoc across the lands, wiping out whole cultures and erasing knowledge wherever he can. His path of death has pulled many others into its tragic legacy, including the destruction of the monasteries, where both Eligor and Gar trained, leaving both with a heavy score to settle with him. Yet, with his ever-growing tally of murdered souls and obliterated settlements, his skills expand and he becomes deadlier than ever. Gedon is on a collision course with anyone and everyone who seeks to save the world from Magena's plots, as his acts undermine the divine power behind Greyheart's prison. Okay, but he hardly does so out of wicked intent or any real malice. Instead, he sees their attempted heroics as a pointless venture, and would bring about their demise just to afford them a measure of peace and non-existence. And if someone seeks him out for vengeance or justice for the evils they claim he's responsible for, those are merely misguided souls who don't understand that death is as meaningless as life.
Huh. So, are you more evil than I am?
I'm pretty evil.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
You're
evil.
like kind of like the
neutral,
the schizoid god. You just feel nothing. Just wiping it. So yeah, I mean it's like two potential overlord powerhouses. I feel like Byron has more morality here because it's like, yeah, hey, remember I helped you on this big thing while I was fucking shit up over here. At least Byron cares.
A little bit. He helps out here and he fucks up shit there.
Yep. Well, yeah, I think
he does all his. He's like in like say the anime.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He's always helping the protagonists, but like off screen, he's just doing terrible shit.
Right,
he's just doing terrible shit.
He's basically
so you still kind of like him,
right?
But he is evil.
Yeah, he's Loki.
Yeah.
So okay, so I'm assuming I can't land here. Like I can't land.
It doesn't
on the
say
spot.
anything about that. You cannot. I think these are called markers, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I think per the rules, you can occupy marker spaces.
Okay, but what happens if you? Okay.
If I'm not incorrect, clone
like,
marker these.
Because if you
use
activate,
bases to activate them.
Any damage taken by clone will stun it unless that's stun immunity. Yeah. So. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I think
Yeah,
we have
let's do
everything.
that. Oh, I don't get a dodge base. Whoops.
Oh yeah. Does your what is that called?
Warp.
Your warp, does it have a 1 on it?
Doesn't, but I'm presuming I'll put it there, I guess.
Like in place of your...
Yeah, might as well. Because it says I do not have a dodge base, and I have a warp here instead.
Okay, so I'm at 15 health.
Okay, alright. Let me try and figure out what I can do here.
Yeah. Tell me about
So what can
it.
you do? What are your static buffs here? So you get armor 4?
Yeah.
Ew!
If I hit.
You hit. That's like the trade fucking boner right there.
Right?
Okay, yeah. So it's like your effect, it's like, you know, it's like you're good against big hits because you're going to regenerate anyway, but like
Yeah.
marginal little 1s and 2s, like, will just fuck you up.
That's true. Yeah, right.
So it's like you're trying to avoid damage.
Yeah, because none of his cards give him...
Yeah,
mass
you gotta
effect.
prevent all incoming damage. Stun immunity. Prevent
I guess so.
all incoming damage. Reveal. Range 1 plus 2 power. Chip 2. But you will be forced to deplete a mask.
Yes. Yeah.
You are eliminated if you could not. Oh shit. You're gonna be wonky to
Dude,
fight.
I'm gonna be awful. Like, I do not feel confident
damage.
coming into this one.
Take 1 damage instead. Push.
So, because we've actually I've never done multiplayer. So, does it just go 1, 2, 3, like in priority?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Because it'll have its own priority. It gets
tiebreaker,
tiebreaker, but it gets minus power.
Okay.
And if it's like, if I'm stunned before it goes, it doesn't go.
Right. Okay. 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 Yeah, let's give that a shot. Because let's see, what can you do? Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so now I have to split focus because it's like, oh man, he's gonna hit me really hard with the clone, but if I hit him to stun it, then I'm not damaging you.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a bad matchup, man.
This is going to be weird.
This is gonna be because it's like, because you're right, you can have. I'm not even gonna say it because that's a good idea, and maybe you haven't thought of it. So.
It could be.
Can I look up Byron's alt form? Because I remember that being really good for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they did, though. Mask. Yeah, it doesn't really say what his masks were. I was hoping they would. Maybe it's like all his life... You know what they are? They're his Horcruxes.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like, oh shit, you hit me. Did you randomize the... turn order?
No, I did not.
Okay,
So if you
cool,
want to do
I
that.
don't fucking care, we can leave it.
Okay, read all my stuff. 4, move the clone.
Okay. Just fucking Byron, like, I am immortal. Just fucking getting rocked from multiple angles. Gaspar's just like, I don't care. Your world will end.
Alrighty, let's do... Okay.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah. Okay.
Do that. Okay.
Yeah. You already take a long time thinking for one character.
I know, now I have 2! Or just one.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
am I doing?
That's
I'm just
true.
trying to think, what would be really cool? Or it's like, do I go subtle and just start basic?
That doesn't sound like the Devin I know.
I know. I'm like, go big hits, biggest hit, go big hit.
That's why Lexington's your favorite.
It is. It really is. Okay, so I believe this will be my attack pair.
Okay. So, anti-step.
Anti-step.
You start.
I will anti first. So... Fuck me. Alright. What's your class? Are you a brawler, a tactician? What is it considered?
Does it... Interesting. I didn't know if it... I didn't think it mattered. Byron is not in that one. I think it was in 2. I was like, intermediate. It doesn't say. Oh, I guess it does mage.
Mage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one we don't see very often. I feel, anyway.
Yeah, because Lysandra was a summoner, but she was I think, tactician.
Okay.
Do you have any cards that matter? That matters? Or are you just trying to think why would you say that?
Just it gives a vague idea of how your character plays.
Right. I didn't know if there was like, if you're fighting against a mage, eliminate them. What?
Crush them. Okay, so so activate duplicated. Andy, activate duplicated. Place a base from your hand on, so it will be revealed immediately what's going on with it. Okay, so I will. So yes, I will activating duplicated.
Okay.
And I will blade storm with duplicated.
Okay.
So now he has stun immunity.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and he has tiebreaker.
Yep.
Alrighty. So that was my Andy.
Okay. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Quick refresher on my numbers. Let's go ahead, and I will spend 2 to guard up.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Interesting. Where are we going? Yeah, I'll still pass.
Okay.
All right, ready?
All right.
Yeah. All right, I got Deathless Strike.
Nice. I'm gonna do Gordian Shot.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that is not what I thought. I will be going last.
Okay.
I have no starts or anything.
Both
but
of my kids are at 3.
I'm at 2. Whenever I would take more than 1 damage, I take 1 damage instead.
Okay. So how does your mask removal read?
When I take damage to play the mask.
When you take damage.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I have lost this fight.
I did. That's because, alright, so I'll do, so he actually has tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, okay, he's not stunned, vulnerable. Okay. Oh, fuck. I was supposed to go first. I forgot about my little tiebreaker boosty there.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Well, my clone whiffs.
Oh, good deal. Oh, hey!
He
All right.
can't move.
Oh, whoo!
Because that was my bad missing the little triangle,
The triangle.
there. Yeah. So he actually, you go first. But it buffs me, but you're only taking, he still buffs me for, I get +2 power.
Gotcha. But I'll only take
So
the
now,
1.
before I can advance or retreat, I will retreat. And then I shoot you for 1 damage.
Yep.
So you lose a mask.
Yep. Okay.
All right. And, yes, that was my turn.
All right. My turn. I have range 2 to 4, so I will hit you for 6.
Oh, Jesus! 2 to 4 on a strike?
Yeah, because I have the range and I get +2 power.
God damn! Whoo! He says as he's like, this fight's over.
Only because he whiffed. Because
yeah, that would have been
literally
2 masks.
it'd be 2 masks gone.
That's true. That's true. That would have been. It would have been really cool if Devin wasn't retarded. Okay, so yes, I had guard. Yep, I was stunned. So 6 damage. Fuck my juicy asshole.
Oh.
Ow, damn. Woo. And then that's all of my stuff gone. I just have to hit him 4 more times, folks.
Oh yeah, that's depleted. We'll get a force. Well, it doesn't say that I lose if I can't deplete a mask. Only that one card does. I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that does kill me if I do it.
So what the fuck? What do you mean you would take more?
You're like, I thought he was a weak
That's
little bitch.
wicked ass fucking damage. +2 and all that range. God damn. Okay. Teleport to any space behind the opponent. My okay.
Right.
Oh god. I don't know. Like armor 4 if you hit. +4 priority next beat. So if you go first with that one, I'm gonna have a bad time. It's like if I go hard on my clone, I'm gonna be out of bases in no time. And then I'm gonna become very predictable.
True. Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to be able to see your shit with him. All right. Let's
You get a bunch of power buffs. Like, you're generally a slow guy. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's try that. That's how Byron wins. Everyone underestimates him because I feel like he walks like very like weirdly fluid. Yeah.
Kind of effeminate.
And like he very clearly looks like a schemer.
Yeah.
But everyone trusts him.
Like, oh, he's just so
like the
great.
king is like, hey, here's the secrets of the kingdom. I trust you, Byron. He's like, thank you, my lord. Kisses him on the cheek. King's all like,
fuck.
like, and it's Alexian because he's the king. He's like,
Yes.
has a soft spot for Byron.
I love he's so he makes the best cookies. All right. I gotta think. Okay. All right. He doesn't get any range, does he?
Yeah, what happens if you? No, that'll never happen. Okay.
What happens if I?
I was like, what happens if you don't have any bases to play?
Yeah.
But you'll always get 1 back.
God, I feel like you're gonna fuck me up in melee. But then you have insane range too. A lot of your shit gives you range. Prevent all incoming damage. But you have to lose a mask. It's like, do you want to do that? All incoming damage.
What was that even called? Oh, Deathless Strike. Gaspar's like, oh, no one's ever hit me.
Okay. Strike, dodge. And you have... God, that yellow is so nasty, but it's like, do you want to willfully give that debuff to yourself? That's all damage, and if I'm attacking from 2 avenues, that's not a bad trade for you. On hit, you have to have armor 4, but you have to anticipate going first. Blue, teleport to a space behind the opponent! Green's out. +2 power at range 3. Oh, I'm at range 3. Ignore armor! Damage armor 4! Ah, he's like a trade beast. Okay. God. Okay, alright. Alright, let's do this. Dodge that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do that.
All right. You went first last round, so you ante.
Oh yeah, I have like one laying around, so I have no power ups, so skipping.
Same.
Okay.
All right, ready?
All right.
Heartless Grasp.
Ooh, nice. All right, replicated drive.
Okay. What's your priority?
My priority is 3.
All right. Well, you do have a start.
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't.
Start.
Oh, okay. Then actually, that's perfect. So I will hit you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Because you're at range 3, and I get +2 power.
My brain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, poor calculations on my part. Son of a bitch. Duplicated and activated after space is occupied. God damn, I'm stunned. God! Fuck!
And then I will get 4 armor, which does
Nothing's
nothing.
happening, I'm stunned.
But on hit, I can push or pull you.
God, I can't handle this guy.
And I'll actually pull you.
Okay, alright. That's fair. That's fair. Oof.
Yeah. And then force. There we go.
Gosh, the burst. Orange and green. Priority hit. So do you just spend grass to make sure you go first? God, those range buffs. That one gives you no range boosty.
Yeah. Alright, so that's gone, that's gone. Okay.
Red is risky. Okay. Fucking hell.
Alright. Was I faster than you last time? You were at
Yes,
3,
you
I was
were.
I was at 6. Okay.
Okay, anti-step.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and defense up.
Defense up. What could you be defending for? Range 5.
Just
I know. Okay. I will. Defense. What could you be defending for? Signal armor range. See, that one's gone. You have teleport. Start optional. A space behind the opponent. That wouldn't be too bad. Behind the opponent. But if you're at range 5, which you're not, you get a huge buff. But you chip too? Weird. It's unlikely. It's very unlikely. Since that one's cycled out. I guess I will duplicate.
okay. And did you play that face up or face down?
Face up. It goes up, face up.
Oh, okay. So I know whenever you anti what your clone's gonna do. Oh, okay.
Strike.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Ooh, question. When you spend your buffs, does that apply to both?
I think it's just me.
Just you? Okay.
I
would assume so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see why it would.
I'll speed up.
Let's speed up. Okay, I too will speed up. That made my decision making a lot easier.
All right, ready?
All right.
Faceless drive.
Sexy. Recursive grasp.
Okay, so I am at...
I'm at 7.
Yeah, I'm at 6.
Okay. All right, grasp. So I have range 1 to 2.
Yep.
All right, so it will hit you for 2. Is that enough to stun you?
No, I had the guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I put him back down. I don't know why. I paid for the guard and the speed up.
Okay. Gotcha.
But that is 2 damage and then a mask gone.
Ooh, nice. All right, and then hit optional. So you have to advance 1 to 2. Okay. So I will push you back. So what's your priority at right now?
6. I'm going before you.
So you're going to go before me. Okay, I'll push you past me. Advance twice. I don't think I'm getting out of this. When the clone hits. Should have had the clone do the grasp.
Well, then I would have beat him. Because I would have been at 6 and you would have been at 5.
Let's see here.
If you swapped them.
Well.
If
he had grasp, he would have 5 tiebreaker. But if I can't buff him, which is still kind of nebulous, but I doubt, I don't feel like I'd be able to. I don't know. So anyway, I did hit you for 2, and damn, you guarded up.
Yep, thank God.
Okay.
Thank God. All right. So, boom. I'll actually go just 1, and I also have a range of 2, and I'll hit you for 4.
Ouchies.
And I get +4 priority next beat.
Delicious.
Faceless Shadow.
Okay. Damn. And then my clone goes off. You're not at range 1. Darn.
Nope.
I was hoping to push you into the strike.
I know, yeah. That would have been really cool. That would have been pretty badass. Alright. There's 1. Okay. Okay. No. That's pretty good. Okay.
So what do you have? You have orange and red out. Alright, so you've got a lot of big range. And then you got the yellow for just standing still and taking it.
That's not super awesome.
Oh, it's active.
Interesting. Don't love my options.
Still makes him.
Okay.
Alrighty, we're gonna do that. Alright.
Okay. Shit, I always forget. I was
Oh,
at
yeah.
4. I buffed.
Oh,
You went first.
2 now.
Yeah, you were first. Because your clone was second or last. So you have to decide if you want to ante first.
Okay. Ay. Okay, yes, I will ante. I'm gonna duplicate again because it's badass.
Okay.
And I will shoot.
Okay. Okay. I can't do anything.
Okay. Alrighty. I have that to my credit. I will juice for a little extra. Well, no, what does power get me in fighting you? Jack shit is what it gets me.
You can save up for your
True.
inception.
My inception. It doesn't make yep, that's all. I'll call it there.
All right.
Gonna call it there, sir.
Deathless Strike.
Deathless Strike. Okay. I will be doing Instanced Burst.
All right.
I have priority 1.
I have priority 6. Because I have +4.
I forgot all about that stupid card. Okay. On reveal, my duplicated clone has +2 priority.
Okay. I think I'm still higher.
Yeah, you are. Alrighty. Son of a bitch. Okay, but I do have a start. Another start. Yeah, and then I will retreat 2.
Okay. I still hit you. I'm at 2 to 4.
You fucking
So I'll hit you for 6.
son of a bitch! How do you avoid this guy? Fuck Byron, man.
Yeah, so that's
Christ!
yeah, fucking A. The Faceless Shadow is the difference maker.
Yeah, that's... God, it's those little cards. It's like they don't come into play super often.
They
and
really
I never
don't.
forget it. I never remember them. Yeah, you did buff. God, I would have got a nice twofer on you.
Yeah. Well,
I was trying for that the whole fucking fight.
I still didn't, because I would have taken 2 damage. I would have lost 2 masks, but I still wouldn't have been stunned. Because I had the guard.
Right, because, I mean, he was just to shoot you, and then I was going to dodge back, shoot you too.
Right.
And hopefully the clone would have gone first because of his buff. But God, that +4. God, Byron is busted. He's tough.
All right.
Nasty.
The entire I promise I did not have any sort of confidence going into this because for all intents and purposes, like I was gonna say Gaspar should fuck Byron up, like just because of the sheer being able to ping him twice and then he has no masks.
But it's like
sorry, actually, I'd be at 9 because it's 3 times how many masks I have.
Yep.
I don't have 12. No, that's what makes Byron suck, though, is that he starts with 5 masks, but he's immediately depleted. But let's say because like you mentioned, if you ping him, he was in our novice. I always forget his name. Demetrius. Demetrius would just wipe the floor, because he's like, ping, 1 damage. And then it's like, so for example, you hit me for like 2, and I had 15.
No, I understand the concept. I just...
Well, they might not.
Right, I got you. I got you.
So it's like, because I'm trying to explain Byron and why he can easily suck ass. Because it's like, if you hit me for 2, I lose a mask, and then I actually continue to lose life. Like, and I feel like, yeah, he's good against heavy hitters who's doing 6 damage, because it's like, oh, okay, now I heal some, but
right.
Yeah, those chippers will fuck him up.
But he's got a lot of static powers leaning his way.
Yeah.
That's all that armor, all that power. It's like almost every single one of his styles gives him power.
Every single one except for Breathless, which allows him to teleport.
Yeah. And it's like, if he's going first, he's getting armor almost.
Yeah.
Because and then there's the yellow, which is just like, I will not take any damage.
Yep.
I get huge buffs.
Yep.
But I will be losing a mask this round.
Yeah, I thought about, because he has a pretty cool combo that I never did. The yellow with his base, because it's range 1 to 5 no matter what. So it's like, okay, I'm not taking any damage, I'm not getting stunned, and I'm going to hit you for 3 no matter where you're at, really. Yeah. Especially if he just plays the middle of the field, which is kind of what I realized was great. I'm like, okay, chances are I'm going to beat out the clone.
So much range and power.
Whew. Yeah, because the clone, my backup was, okay, if Gaspar goes first, I can take the hit, and then if I overshoot him, then I'll shoot your clone and chip you for 2.
Right, and I was trying to anticipate that. I'm like, yeah, so if I try and do something dodgy, which I thought his warp was really cool. Kind of a side note here. The fact that it lets me completely avoid your attack by teleporting to its space.
Yeah.
If I move past you, but I have to have duplicated active. If I have duplicated active, then you could just target my clone. So I could possibly
You actually
attack.
can't teleport unless it is inactive. It's duplicate inactive.
So start duplicate inactive. Teleport to the clone space. If you did, place the clone space you left. But if I have duplicated active,
yes,
I can move him around.
You can move,
but
him.
I still can't attack.
No, yeah, you can. I think
I couldn't attack because I'm using warp.
No, because the start duplicate that only goes off if your duplicate is inactive. But your bottom is, if it is active, then you ignore the top part because it's now active. So then your warp allows you to move him and your clone.
Right.
So you can still attack.
Right, I can still attack with the clone, not with warp, because of the NA effects.
Oh, I see. Yes.
But anyway, so I kind of got off on a sidebar there.
I wasn't looking at that. Yeah, you're
but
right.
yeah, the fact that you can, like, say, if I'm just trying to dodge away, if I'm within, because you have a varied range, and it's like, okay, so you're over there, I'm going to pop your clone here. Right. So it's like I have to manage the 2 priorities, and if you poke the clone, I ain't doing shit.
Right. Which in that case, that's kind of what I was thinking, because whenever it was this situation, I'm like, that's why I never buffed this, because I always thought you were just going to move out of the way. But then I'm like, well, because I thought you were going to warp past me. And I'm like, well, I'm going faster than his clone, so I'll just hit his clone and still chip him for 2. Because I'm almost always at least going faster than one of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, even if I don't in the clone, at least that's just 1 mask loss.
Oof.
Because I thought, for sure, the mask, it would be like, ping, ping, okay, they're gone.
Yeah, Byron's a very powerful ranged fighter.
Yeah, he ended up surprising me.
I mean, the fact that you can throw out a fucking strike at range 4 is pretty disgusting.
That is very nasty. You are right. Yeah, range 2 to 4.
With +2 power.
Yeah. And he also, with a strike with the guard, he's only taken the 1 damage. In this case, like, he still loses the mask because he's taken damage.
But you're trading for a fucking
For 6
shit
damage,
ton.
yeah. Or 7 if you happen to buff it. And imagine him fighting someone who doesn't have a clone.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, you're only going to hit me for 1. Yeah, that's 1 damage. Well, it's still always more. Because if I'm at 15 and you hit me for 1, then it's still going down to 12.
Yeah.
So he weakens over time. However, you're right. Like, a 6 hitter, and no matter where you're at, really. Unless you happen to be up close and he overshoots.
Yeah.
Yeah, even maneuver fighters he can get up to. But Breathless, that one seems very situational because it's range 3 to 4. And it's like, but it is an optional teleport, so it's like if you
Any space behind the opponent.
Exactly. So
So
that's
if
why
I'm in the middle, that's great. Or if like you're in the corner, that's
Yes.
great.
But if you're on the edge, he can't do it. But if you're on the edge
No glory.
of glory, then he can burst back. That gives him a range 5, which gives him armor 3 and chip 2. So Byron ended up being a lot more versatile than I thought. I don't remember what he was like in the beginning.
I remember we didn't like him before.
I hated his standard set. So I don't know if they changed it or if they made him, okay, yeah, he's always going to have less health, but let's make him hit harder to balance that out.
Yeah, he is nasty.
Because honestly, if I, like, literally the difference maker was having that +4 priority. Because I never ended up getting armor, because he always went before me. So, but Gaspar, what do you think of Gaspar?
He's really cool. I like him. I did like him. I'd like to see more of him. Interesting technique. Gives you a lot of variability. Some kind of cool weaknesses.
Yeah, I think he has a really good trade-off. Like, I still don't like Byron's trade-off as much because it still relies on him hitting.
Right.
So if he's not hitting, then he's getting, like, nicked, he loses a mask.
Right. But it's like, I can't be mobile and avoid shit and attack with the clone when your range is always so buffed.
Right. It ended up being, like, surprisingly a perfect matchup because whenever, I think the first play, I was like, I lost. Like, this game is over.
I thought I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna like bing 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 bing, bing
Right.
knock you back and forth, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
You
And
know
I was
what?
just sitting here just afraid of the yellow card.
Yeah,
but
and I for me,
it's like I'm like as soon as I go in melee, he's gonna whip out the yellow card when
Yeah.
I'm wanting to go in for a big, just Eiffel Tower you and
wobbly H me in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because you should have known me as a player. I don't like to penalize myself, so me losing 2 masks, I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you
actually-
don't because you take no damage.
Oh, you're right.
It's a full it's just like if you anticipate getting
right.
hit and losing a mask, you're like, fuck it, I'll lose the mask, but I'm gonna fucking hurt you.
Yeah, you're right. I did think about it because it is +2 power on top of a chip too. So yeah, so if he does like his fucking burst, I mean that's 4, 5, 6, 8 damage. The chip doesn't kill you,
That's ridiculous.
but yeah, he's really surprisingly nasty. But very situational. I mean, that's the thing about this game is we've had matchups like Hikech against the person who Kaija. I think that was like, oh, you moved past me, bug, and it fucked him up. And I think it's all based off matchups, like, which is a benefit to the game. But no, surprisingly, I ended up liking him. I think I was able to manage his masks a lot more efficiently than... But maybe it is just one of those things that because you play the base face up, which is, thank God, because if he was like, nope, the duplicate also was a face down base, that'd be like, that would be, I think, a little much. So it's like, oh, okay, well, shit. Because it could be one of those, I'm getting fucked on both ends, but
Right.
I think every time it was like, oh, thank God. Because I don't think the clone ever hit.
He had a hard time. Like, I was trying to set you up for a double whammy, and
Yeah.
it kept falling short.
Yeah, I think if I remember right now, that's kind of coming to me. I think if he in the beginning, if he didn't have a mask to lose, he lost.
Yeah.
I think that's how he was in the beginning, which isn't the case. Now they moved it to that yellow card, where he could. I guess he could theoretically. When do you calculate damage?
So, like, he doesn't, the way, I believe his red,
This one,
yeah.
it just says your life becomes 3 times the number of mass healed to a minimum.
start.
To a minimum of 1.
Gotcha.
So at start, if I have none, I go to 1 health.
Okay.
So, which I believe, now that I remember, because I hated how he played, because it was so easy to have him lose mass, and I believe, he died if he didn't have any. Don't quote me on that, but...
But also, like, so you only regenerate so much, and I can still deal damage to you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, if you're down to 2 mass, you get 6 health. If I deal a big 6 hit, I'm negating the mass completely and just killing you.
Exactly, yes, yeah. So his mass aren't necessarily broken.
But good luck with those stat lines.
Yeah, but also, his soulless was, they moved it to this, where, on reveal range 1, plus 2 power, chip 2, he has no priority. Like, he's basically fucking... So you have to pair that with a ranger. And then, he depletes a mask. And then if he plays that... So that's what I was wondering. It's like, let's say you had 3 health or whatever. And I dealt enough damage to kill you, but I also didn't have any masks. Would I win? Or when do you calculate win? Because at the end, he wouldn't be able to deplete. So do you die before the end step?
He died before, but we don't know,
right? Because it's never a tiebreaker has never come up.
But I'd say, like, as soon as you're down to 0, you'd probably calculate win conditions.
Yeah, that's true. No, Gaspar seemed really, really cool. I think he's also extremely versatile. I think, probably just moving the clone around.
I should have just been closer. I don't know. It's like you didn't have as many close effects.
He has a few... Man, he's actually hard to say, because, like, the Deathless...
Like you can overshoot, but
the Deathless can overshoot, but everything else is... He can modify it. Like, his Breathless, he can just pop back and then do a hard range attack. Or he can do Smoke, and then it's 1 to 5, so then he's not overshooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's immortal for a reason, I guess.
Nasty.
And then
the way his field controls is equivalent to Alexian's almost.
Right.
Just it's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, you're far away.
This guy's going to whoop your ass.
That would be interesting, because it's like Alexian's like, 8 damage! Boop, heal.
Yeah.
And then 6 damage, heal that, Alexian. But he, like, closes up. So we'll see. Byron goes on to face Oriax.
Okay.
I don't know who Oriax. I think he's one of the new characters or one of the promos. But you'll play Byron next.
Oh boy.
So we'll see if how he works against a solo opponent that no one's ever played. What would you give Gaspar?
Gaspar? I really liked his identity here. I'm gonna give him. I like to play him a little more.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like 7 or 8. I feel like an 8 feels pretty good because I did really like his mechanics.
Yeah.
Like I feel like maybe against a close range fighter because it's like he's a brawler, so he's supposed to kind of get in close. Let's see here.
I know.
I had a few range buffs, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing like the entire field.
Nothing like the fucking field.
That's kind of what I was looking at was... Oh, that reminds me. What I was going to say that I didn't say it. And you probably thought of it, but you never vocalized it. Because I was thinking, you can have Gaspar up close and have your clone do the range fighting. So you have your cake and eat it too. Where it's like, okay, well, the clone overshoots you, but Gaspar is hitting you. That's but I didn't want to say that because I'm like, maybe he didn't catch that. Because you have so much versatility.
Yeah, it's just like getting the priorities like figured out because it's like you want to do a combo attack, so it's like not only do I have to predict your priority, I have to get my clone's priority right with my priority and just get the order of operations. And if you pick something else, I can't really do the combo attack.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that Byron had the damage and the armor, the potential armor, makes the fact of the double whammy not as threatening as I thought it was going to be. But in because there was like, I could attack his clone, but that's not going to really do me much.
Not when you're dealing like 6-7 damage.
Exactly.
It's like I'm going to go for the primo guy.
And I don't think I ever overshot, so I was like, I don't have to resort to the clone, but at least you can in cases.
It's like I feel like I'm safe away from the strike right now. Oh, I'm not. I'm still in striking distance.
The first strike attack, you could see like it's a meme of the lady with the calculations. You were like,
fuck. How the fuck did that happen? Christ.
A strike that's range 1. How do you...
Yeah.
6 damage! So, I'm gonna give Byron a 7. I think, in terms of, like I mentioned multiple times, I don't like penalizing player or characters, the ones where it's like, oh, hey, you know, I hit you for a lot, and also you're you know, add insult to injury. But in this case, yeah, he does have, you know, multiple workarounds. So I think that's why he hits harder for the people who are going to ping him for little chip damage. He's just like, okay, 6 damage.
Yeah.
You're going to make me lose my mass, and I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like he's, like, you know, like, as I said earlier, he's just such a powerhouse. It's like, you have to play around him with anyone else.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to try to really hard predict his styles before even trying to think about what base he's going to use.
I would probably say...
Kind of like Alexi, and I could just, like, throw around my shit, and I'm like, I'm hitting you, I'm moving around, I'm going to fucking whoop your ass regardless.
And he's just like...
And then,
anyway,
Byron just, like, stands still, and it's like, you're like, I don't have to move.
Yeah, I don't think I moved at all.
It is gnarly. He's gnarly.
So it worked out. Who knows? We might see Byron in the finale. He might lose to his adoptive daughter, Lysandra. We shall see. But yeah, so that was that, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the tournament. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.